is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
Here it comes. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Ready?
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on,
here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 31. Check 31. Let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Sam off. Lee Griffin.
Off the play fake. Costello. Now he'll escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
On the ready.
Right there. 55. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Snap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6-3. 218. Chop. Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
On the set.
55. Like 55.
There we go. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Past the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And the catch made by Hilton. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On second down, here's Mixon. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Big grip.
On second down, Connor looking for space. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready? 70, Indy. Bravo. Five.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Nick Vigil in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Ready.
57 to Mike. Yeah. We don't want to know.
Snap.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
at the 6-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Shoot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let it break.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. 2nd and 5. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now, it'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Costello. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Shift. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go, Jackrabbit. Ready?
2nd and 1. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
51.
Off play action. Costello going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe bashed it.
Guy at midfield.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Come on.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire